Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Gaming News. This week we got a pretty big week because this week it's Game Developers Conference, and for those of you who don't know what that is, it's basically all the game developers get together in this one big thing, kind of like E3 but not as big, and basically present all their upcoming games and hardware that's coming out for their systems and stuff. So we got a pretty big week this week. So to start off, I'd just like to let you guys know that last week I talked about Battlefield 3, and actually today from Game Developers Conference, an actual gameplay preview, I guess you could say, came out, and it's actually the first episode. So I don't know what else is to come, but I'll throw the first episode of it in, or a link to it in the description. So go check that out. It looks really sick, and it actually shows you what it looks like is going to happen in the story. So go click that in the description and check it out. Another preview that came out today was a game, you probably have all heard of it. It's called Homefront, and basically what this game is I believe it's the Koreans invade the USA, and you basically have to defend your homeland. It looks really sweet, and it's actually a live action sort of thing that came out today. So I'll throw that link in the description too. I'll throw actually all the preview links in the description. And basically this one looks really great. It shows a bit of the gameplay, what it's going to look like, I guess you could say. And right at the beginning there's a really sick snippet of live action. So go check it out, guys. It looks really sick. The final preview I've got today is from a website called GameSpot. It's actually not from the Game Developers Conference. It's just this quick little guy talking about the game L.A Noire. I'm sure you've all heard of it. It is an ecstatic looking, that doesn't even describe looks, but it's an amazing looking game. It's using total new, not physics, but face recognition, and it explains it all in this little talking piece. It's 3 minutes long, and it actually goes through like what the story is about and what goes on during the story. So I suggest going and checking that out. It explains a lot what's going to happen in the game. It's of L.A Noire, and I'll throw that link in the description too. So moving on to what games came out this week. So first of all, the first game that came out this week is, you may have heard of it, it's just an enormous game actually. It's called Rift, and personally I haven't played this game at all. It's not my kind of thing. MMO, it's an MMO if you don't know. It looks really good. I don't think it's going to compare to World of Warcraft, but I'm sure some World of Warcraft players are actually going to go and convert to that game because it looks really wicked. So for all of you MMO players out there, go check it out, and yeah. So there are also a bunch of little games that came out this week. I'm not going to talk about those, but another big game that came out this week, I personally don't play these games, but it's called Fight Night Champion. Now, obviously what you can tell from the title is it is a fighting game. Now, it's released by EA. It is a boxing game, and it looks really nice. It looks like you can see all the sweat graphics. I know that sounds a little awful, actually. I wouldn't really want to see someone sweating, but it looks really nice, and the lighting on the people you are fighting looks literally spot on. And so yeah, I actually might throw the trailer in that one in the description, so go check that out. And if you're into the whole fighting kind of game, go check that out. So the final section, I actually didn't have this in last week's episode, but every week I'm going to try to talk about some sort of hardware, and this will just keep you in the know-how, I guess you could say, of what is new in the hardware department of this day and age's gaming. So the piece of hardware I'd like to talk about this week is the iPad 2, and now they had a whole event for this week in San Francisco. And basically, there are a few main differences. Now, to start off, the first big difference that you're going to be able to see is it's 30% thinner, and that just means it's smaller, easier to use. And another big difference is that there's a front-facing camera and a rear-facing camera. Now, with the front-facing camera, you can do this thing called FaceTime. I believe they have it with the iPhone, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. And basically what it is, it's just a video call from one iPad to another. Now, another thing that they've added is 3 exclusive apps, 2 of which I know, 1 of which I don't. First of all, they have GarageBand, which is just making your own music with different instruments. on the iPad, and the other one is iMovie, I believe it's called. And basically, you can record and then edit your own movies on it. So it looks pretty sweet. I actually have a link to a video from IGN where they're actually at the event and they're showing you the thing. So if you're interested in the iPad 2, go check that out. Alright guys, that's all for this week's episode of Gaming News. I hope you enjoyed it. Next week, I'm sure if anything else gets released from the Game Developers Conference, I will have that up next week. If there's anything you guys would like me to talk about, any hardware that is coming out or is speculated to be coming out, throw that in the comment box. Or if you have a specific question for me about anything I talked today, just send me a PM or personal message, whatever you want to call it. So guys, until next week, bye-bye.